back to Rachel and Bella Crafts. Rachel here. I hope you're all well. Hope you're having a lovely weekend, and I hope you forgive me. And I've seen my messages that I put up yesterday as to why I didn't do a video yesterday. Actually, had quite a busy day doing other stuff, and I just felt like giving myself a day off. Why not, hey? And not only that, but I'd seen a lot of your messages that were going around saying that a lot of you were trying to catch up. So I just thought, right, let's just slow everything right down because everything's going really, really quickly, and I don't want people feeling overwhelmed. But we want to be able to, you know, keep moving along at the same pace together. So I just thought I'd give you all a day. And I had a busy day, and then I went to the cinema and watched the film. So a bit of a well-being day. It was nice. And I've had a busy, busy day out today with my boys. But I'll tell you more about that later. So what are we doing today? Well, I thought it would be really nice to make, and you can use this with any paper that you like. This is a great one for if you've got scraps left over. You don't need to have a full sheet. I'm going to use a full sheet to give you the example, but you can do it with any size paper that you've got there. But I thought it would be really nice to have a hidden journaling or a secret journaling spot to be able to pop into your journals. So we're going to make today a little secret journaling notebook, but in the shape of a cute little house. Okay, so let me just show you. Let me have a quick example here a second. So this is the one, here is one I made earlier. This is my little mock-up. So you'll see that this secret little house has actually got itself a rather cute little pocket here. And then you can turn a page. Now obviously, entirely up to your papers you use. Obviously, if you want to write on them, you might want to use, you know, more kind of style writing papers. And then you've got a second little pocket there. And then you've got another page there. And of course, the whole thing then kind of flips out. But if you really wanted to, then you can open up and write on the inside then. Because I've used paper then that's got a writing spot on the back. But yeah, so that's what I thought we'd make. It's super cute and it's super easy to do. So I'm going to do one really quick. They're really quick to make, so we should be able to get a few done. But I want you to be able to see properly because we need to do a few cuts. So you're going to need a ruler, preferably if you've got one, a metal edge, just because we're using it to cut against rather than measure. Your craft knife. If you don't have a craft knife, I don't know what to suggest else to use really, because you need to be doing this safely because we are cutting into the paper. Okay, so preferably please use a craft knife to be safe, and something to mark your page. All right, I'm going to use a biro tonight just so that you can see clearly. I hope you can see it clearly. Okay, so the folds. Like I said, you can use any size paper. I'm just using a cut down A4 piece. I wanted to use something with white on the back for the time being so that you can see the folds easier. It's a bit difficult sometimes when you're using pattern paper to see paper folds, but it's important that you can see where these folds are. So for demonstration purposes only, I'm going to use a plain back paper. Take your sheet, turn it towards you so you have got the length facing that way. And you're going to bring the bottom sheet up and you're going to fold it to the top and then make your fold. I'm just wondering, yes, there's my bone folder, sorry. So if you want to, there's your fold. Right, open it back up. Now the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take this bottom piece now up to the center piece, okay? Still see that all right? You with me? Yep. And then turn it around. So a nice little 180 there. And then you're going to do the same again on the other side. And then put those up against each other and then flatten that down. There we go. Open it back up. So you should now have a line down the center and two edge lines. And we're now going to take the bottom and we're going to fold it up to the top. Excuse me, sorry. And then flip that across there. Okay, that's your folds done. Okay, so take your pen. Sorry, let me just, my goodness, this is dry as a chip then. Right, so taking the pen, you need to mark in the top corner of the first box. Okay, little dot up there. See what I did that then? Just make it bigger so you can see. There we are. Well, I'll do big dots, but I just advise you to just do little dots, okay? And you're going to put one here. I'm sorry if I'm shaking you. Then you're going to put one here. Please remember what I'm saying to you, though. You're going to want to do these as little marks like this, all right? You don't need one there. You need one here next, okay? Then you need one here. And then you need one here. All right, so I hope you can see all of those marks on there. I'm going to bring it up a little bit nearer for you. Not quite sure what my light is like in here this evening. But there we go. I hope you can see those on there now, right? So try and commit those to memory if you can. Oh, I see. It's basically like an upside down L and a backwards L. So think of it like that, okay? Right, taking the ruler, you are now going to draw a line. So take the longest points first. So from this top corner here down to this bottom corner here. So get your straight edge and then draw a line. Okay. Then you're going to take your ruler from this point here to this point here. Then you're going to take your ruler and draw a line from this point here to this point here. Okay, so now you've got 2 X's. Right, craft knife time. And what we're going to do is we are going to cut, not all of these lines, we're going to simply cut a Z from there, down here, and up there. So we're not cutting these triangles, all right? Leave those intact, please. So from there to there, in fact, let me put some dots, because if you want to, you can screenshot this then, and then you'll know you're cutting lines. All right, so we're going to cut here, here, and then here. All right, 1, 2, 3. We're not cutting that, we're not cutting that, we're not cutting that, and we're not cutting that. So if you want to screenshot that, you carry on. I'm going to move my hands out the way a minute, and then at least you've got that then committed to memory or whatever. Right, because there's nothing worse than cutting the wrong bit, is there? Okay, let's get cutting. So craft knife on there, bringing my straight edge down, 1, and then make sure that's nice and straight. Oop. 2. And then the last cut. 3. And straight away you can see my little peaks have popped up. Right, now this is where it gets really interesting. Close your thing, your sheet of paper, your thing. It's descriptive, wasn't it? Just lost all professional tone then. Close your thing. Now, fold your sheet of paper back in half and your little triangles should pop up now, okay? Ignore my drawings. Obviously, you won't have all that on yours. And that's why you don't want big dots and, do you know what I'm saying? So you might want to do your lines in pencil. So if you do go slightly to the inside, you can just rub them out. All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to fold this now out. And we're going to fold it by pushing almost like a cube shape into the centre here to force that fold back there. And the same then here. So that it concertinas. So see what I'm doing there? I'm pushing that over there. You should be able to see that better from where you are. All right, push that. So we've come from here and we're just pushing across there. All right, and then so when you look at the bottom bit, then you should see that. And then I'm just going to flatten them down because those I sound like the guy at the Vicar Dibley. The fold lines, the crease lines are already there. It's just that we were folding it in a different way, so it kind of wasn't going that way. So pick it up now. Take the fold that is on your, what is this? Your right. Gosh, that's the second time today I haven't been able to remember my left and right. And then turn it around and bring your left over. And that's it. There we have our little house-shaped pocket with our secret little notebook journaling space behind. How easy is that? Now that probably looked more difficult than it was just because I slowed it right down and was really explaining it to you. But I'm going to do it again now. I'll do a little bit quicker this time, all right? But that is your simple fold. So if you are unsure and get stuck, just go back to the beginning. I will bookmark this video. Chapters, not bookmarks. Chapter the video. So you can click at certain points. But that's the basic. So obviously it's ideal to do with paper with backing on. So I'm going to use this one here. I think I'm going to have that as my outside, and this will be the backing on the inside. So let's start again. And so I'm going to fold in half, like so. Then we're going to take the bottom up to the middle. Turn it around. And you're going to bring the other bottom up to the middle. And we've got our 4. Then we're going to fold it in half again. Okay. Then I'm going to take my pen. I had to stop and think then, look. And I'm going to mark my corners. So what did I say? I said an L, didn't I? So dot, dot, dot. And straight away you can see how hard it is trying to spot, because I've misplaced that there now, your creases when you've got a pattern on this. You've got to really, I don't know, perhaps I'm just not very good sighted. It might be easier for you. Perhaps if I put the big light on it might help, but I can't have the big light on when I'm talking to you guys, unfortunately, because it casts quite a big shadow above my phone. So there we go. Right, ruler. I'm going to take that down there and that down there. And I'm going to go a bit fainter with my line this time. Okay. And then I'm going to go from here to here. Fainter with my line. Now I know I'm only cutting the Z, so I'm going to just do half these lines this time, okay? Just because I don't feel the need to go all the way up. But I see the purpose of going all the way up and is to keep you square. So if you're sure, if you know what you're doing now, you can modify these lines and do less. But if you need clear direction, do as I showed you in the first example. So I've got my ruler on the dot there and I got my ruler on the dot there, but I know I only need to cut a Z shape, so I'm just going to do the half of the Z this time. Z, sorry I should say, so you know what I mean. Z, there we are, see my Z? Z, Z, there. Okay, let's cut. Oh, glasses on. It's still all steamy. We went to Swansea today. My youngest, it's his birthday next weekend. So we went to Swansea today because my middle son is in university there. And we had a bit of a day out, and I took them to an escape room. I don't know if any of you ever been to one of these escape room things. I know my oldest has been to one before, so he was really keen. He'd mentioned to us before about it. Ideally, we wanted to go to the Doctor Who one in Bristol because they're all mad Doctor Who fans. Well, we all are. But it was fully booked till June. Till June, would you believe it? Trying to get into either that or Harry Potter is like, oh my goodness. Like trying to get cheese from the moon. But anyway, so I booked this one in Swansea, and it was absolutely brilliant. We had a fantastic time in there. And Anne managed to get out. We did do it. We got out with 13 minutes to spare. We actually did really well. It was a Wild West theme. It was brilliant. A lot of fun. So, and then we went and played laser tag, which was marvellous. So I had really fun today. And then my middle lad then, he decided to walk us across half of Swansea and then up the steepest, and I mean the steepest hill I have ever seen. It was like on par with San Francisco hills. And it was cobbled, to make matters 10,000 times worse. So my knees are absolutely shot now this evening. He walked us up there to show us his house that he's renting next year. So, because he's in digs at the moment on campus, but second year they tend to chuck the second years out then, don't they? And you know, they go out, don't they, into their own, like they rent houses. So he's sorted all of that out. Fair play to him. And he's renting a house now next year with some friends. And so he wanted to show us. I purposely parked that end of town today so we could go and have a look. And I was like, oh, we'll walk up, shall we? Because I found somewhere to charge my car in Swansea. Don't faint. I actually managed to charge the car today. So I was like, yay, win. And he said, no, it won't be far, man. We can walk from where you've parked the car. God, not blooming far. I'm sure we must have walked a mile and a half. It felt that we walked a mile and a half. At the last half a mile being up a hill like that. Oh my goodness, I thought I was dying. It was awful. House was very nice though. And you had a stunning, stunning view at the top. Right, okay, stop yakking now. So you watched what I did there, guys, yeah? We did the cuts, we turned it up, we pushed to make the cube, shoved it across. I've just firmed those down. And now I'm going to take this side here and fold it back. Like so. And I'm going to turn it over and then fold that side back here. Like I say, all these folds already exist because we did them at the beginning. And there we have a cutie little house. How cute is that? I love it. Imagine that now. You can either tuck it in a pocket in a page or you can pop it on a page and put a paper clip on there. Oh, that would be brilliant. Imagine that now, look. Paper clip on there with the shape of a chimney with some, perhaps, I don't know, cotton or something coming out the top of it to make it look like a little bit of smoke. That would be so cool. And it's quite countryish, isn't it? This page here is out of our Beatrix Potter kit. And the one behind is out of the kit that is about to come out. So you can't get this page yet, but it will be out within the next week. I kind of hung off because it was all getting a bit chaotic last week for me. But there's a method to my madness. So what I've done with my other ones now is I've simply just gone around and inked. Just to kind of give a little bit of, you know, definition. Because it's meant to be an old roof. A roof. But I think these are brilliant. Absolutely marvellous. And you can go all the way around if you want to, or not. Should we quickly decorate this one? Yeah, why not? So we've got a couple of little bits here. A few labels. And I'm going to just pop some bits and pieces on the front of there. Because why not? I was hoping I could find a bit of lovely jubbly, just what I was looking for. Oh, I've left my scissors downstairs. How annoying is that? Oh, she says, I got my pinboard above me with about 6 pairs of scissors hanging off. Not ideal, but these will do. Right, there we go. So let's pop a bit of that on there. Because I do like a bit of lace, so I do. And I'm going to pop that on there like that. I think I'd best use this glue actually. That's not great with fabricy stuff, is it? I'm going to pop that on there. I'm just going to put we'll have a little label on there. I think it goes that way actually, right? So yeah, we had fun today, which was nice. God, I was shattered after the laser tag. I haven't been in laser tag for years and years and years. Not since I was probably about, goodness, 16. Certainly never been in there with my kids because there's always been one or t'other and there's been either too young or somebody's in a pushchair or, you know, it's just never the right time. But yeah, we had fun today. Of course, we got there and the place was packed up with these really little kids. So they were all kind of like looking at me as if saying, Mum, are we a bit old to be in here? I was like, no, we'll be fine once we get in there. Don't you worry, we'll be fine. Of course, once we got inside, these kids were running rings around us. It took us a good 5 minutes to cotton on what was going on. It's complete darkness in there and then just strobe lighting. Well, of course, myself and my youngest, we wear glasses. And we both twigged quite early on. It was probably advisable to just take our glasses off because they weren't helping. The lights were just bouncing off our glasses, blinding us. And it was all full of steam and like smoke machine in there. So we took them off and we just fumbled around the dark like everybody else did then. But it was great. It was great. My oldest came first out of everybody in there. I think I came 5th the first round and then we came out and then we had to go back in again then. But yeah, it was great. Running around, sniping little kids with these little laser guns. Fantastic. And then we realised then at about 3:30 we hadn't any lunch. So we all came out. They were boiling. I was starving. And then I said, oh, as we came out, there's this lovely, lovely second-hand shop, a bookshop. It's a charity shop. It's a bookshop. It's an Oxfam store. Literally just around the corner from where this thing is. And I hadn't had my blinking bank card all day because, I don't know if I told you I had an incident on Monday and somebody tried to con me over the phone, making out they were from my bank, and it was all very frustrating and a little bit disorientating because I'd had a long day and I was a bit tired, and I'm usually pretty sharp with stuff like that, so I was a bit annoyed at myself. I wasn't conned out of any money. Thankfully, I twigged in time, but I was a bit thrown for a minute and it unnerved me, so I rang my bank and cancelled my bank card and ordered a new one. Well, it hasn't arrived yet. It's been almost a week. So, of course, I'd gone out today with plenty of money in my bank, but couldn't blinking get to any of it. So I was having to send money to the kids to pay for stuff. And I went into this bookshop looking for some Peter Rabbit and Beatrix Potter books, thinking, oh, I bet they'll have something in there. Oh, they did. 3 beautiful, large books like this. Tales of Peter Rabbit, Tales of Mrs. Tiggy Winkle and something else. 99 pence. They'd have been, 3 books that were there I would have had for like £2.98. And I was just about to go and pay for them. And I thought, how many money on me? Oh, I could have kicked myself. So I walked out the shop. The 3 boys stood outside yakking. I said, you all just let me walk in there then. I go, no, I haven't got a penny to my name. And they were like, oh, sorry, Mum, what you say? Oh, I said, come on, let's go and get some dinner. I said, I can't bother to faff about. And I'd left my other bank card, my savings card, up in the car, which was like 2-mile walk away, obviously. So suffice to say, I didn't get the books, which I was a bit disappointed by, but never mind. Never mind. I obviously weren't meant to have them, was I? But yes, that was a bit frustrating. So moral of the story there was make sure you have cash in your pocket. This is a problem today. See, we've become... Oh, I don't even carry a purse most times because my card is on my phone. So I just, as long as you've got your phone in your hand, you're all right, don't you? Well, when what's on your phone isn't working properly, it gets a bit frustrating then. Put those two at the end there then, shall we? There we go. So, not hugely, not a huge task. Just putting a little bit of embellishment on them there. But, just adds a little bit. I think it just kind of earmarks them as pages, if you get what I'm saying. Oh, Rachel, you've been a bit liberal with that glue today. I did, however, find, for those of you that are in the UK, we went into Morrison's last night after the cinema, and look what I found. Aren't they lush? They were £1.90, I think, which isn't bad because there's 16 of them in there. So if any of you are working on Peter Rabbit stuff, get to Morrison's. In fact, they had a whole stand full of stuff because, of course, it's Easter coming, isn't it? There was a whole on the end of the row it was, and there was loads of Peter Rabbity stuff there. Nothing else particularly relevant to us, but oh, I thought I'll have a look at those napkins. So there we are, guys. That's our cute little book. I feel I want to put a little bit of string around it, just to kind of hold it all together. I think that would be cute, don't you? Oh, what are those scissors? Oh, there they are. Right, there we go. Okie dokie. Right. Marvellous. There we are. A little bit of string. I have no idea what we're going to refer to this as. By the time I type up my title for the YouTube video, it'll probably be called something else entirely. Because I can remember like a sieve. Oh my gosh, isn't that cute? Where's that tag out? The other one. Let's pop it in this one. Oh, that is just so cute. I love it. I love it. Right, I'll take this messy cutting mat away. That drives me up the wall. Hey, look at that. How cute is that? A little house shape secret journaling notebook. Oh, I love it. So there we are. We got with 2 pockets, nonetheless, with 2 pockets. And then you've got writing space. And if you want to, you can open it out and write on the inside, and nobody will ever know that you've got secret little notes in there. So there we are. You don't obviously have to just do them on pattern paper. So there's another one there that I've started decorating. And then I've done 2 more here. This one was done on music paper. So same thing again, you can see. Oh, sorry, madam. And then, which is actually actually going to be quite nice because you can just scribble some little notes in there if you want to. And then this one here, I used a bit of Edith Holden paper. And like I say, it doesn't matter how big or small your sheet of paper is. And this is quite nice because there's a little bit of journaling space for sure there. Look at that. And you've still got your little pockets then. But these are lovely. You could pop these in your bag if you were going out somewhere, or if you're on holiday perhaps and want to just take a little notebook with you, and you can pop little things in there then and anything you want to write down. So there we go. They are our little house shape secret journaling notebooks. Yeah, I'm not sure if that name's going to stick, but we'll go with it for now. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial today, you guys. I hope you've had a lovely weekend. I will be back with you tomorrow. If you enjoyed today's video, would you please leave me a like and a comment? Very much appreciate it. And I will see you all very soon. Take care now. Bye-bye.